Hi all, welcome to the channel Code Effectively. Today I will be just answering your one of the most frequent asked question, like which app I use for coding and which you should start your coding with. Okay, so this question every student asks. For a student who is in ICSC or IAC board and he or she is preparing strictly for their board exams. Okay, strictly for their board exam and nothing else. Okay, so they want, like, they should score maximum in their practicals and they should have a very good knowledge of their programming, and they just want to get like 100 or 99 in their exams, and they want a good grasp over their coding in Java. So according to your school, you should practice in BlueJ IDE and nothing else. Only BlueJ, that's more than sufficient for you. Okay, but because of your, you can say, curiosity, or you just want to do something out of fun, or you want to practice more Java, you want to develop or have to delve your knowledge more into Java, then I suggest then you should use Visual Studio Code or Eclipse. These two are the best to use Java. And why I suggest you Visual Studio Code is, like, if sometimes you feel like you want to don't want to go into dwell into Java only, then in Visual Studio you can go for C++, either for Python. So you have many programming languages option in Studio. But whereas in Eclipse, you can only be restricted or make yourself constrained to Java only. But what happens in Studio Code, you can do in Java, in C++, or in Python. So it's up to you. But you have to use these IDEs when you are not dedicated for your board exams only. Like, you want to have to explore more about Java, or you want to explore more about the patterns, like you can say you want to go into depth into servlets, what are servlets, you want to do app development, then you just need to go into this. Okay, else don't go for this Visual Studio and Java. Your simply BlueJ will help you to get the desired marks in Java. Okay, apart from this, if either you are doing this simply in BlueJ or in Visual Studio or Eclipse, you can do anything. But one I want to suggest is to you is use Pieces app. Okay, this is not an app, this is a website. From here you can download this particular app, okay, application you can say. And what are the features of this, I can tell you, is it is very easy to be used. And what exactly it helps us is, like, you can copy the code anywhere from the Google and you can just save it in Pieces app, and whenever you want to refer them, you can just directly open the app and you will get those codes that you have saved from your internet or from some other integrated apps. Okay, so it helps. Like, let me give you a glimpse over it rather than just explaining over here, so you will have a more better idea. So what happens, let's say, like, I want to, so this is first of all Visual Studio. So this is how Visual Studio look. I was telling you I use this whenever I just want to switch between the languages. Sometimes I want in Java, sometimes I want to code in C. So you can see this J indicates like this is my Java programs, and this C++ indicates like I was coding in C. Okay, so this is how exactly it works. So here you can have a chance of multiple languages, programming languages. Okay, so you can use Eclipse or Visual Studio. But for the 10th and 12th, both students I request to use only and only BlueJ. Okay, but if you're curious enough, so you can use these two another. Okay, after this I was telling you about the Pieces app. What this app is do, first of all, let's have a look over this. So this is code.pieces.app. If you will write this on your URL, you will get this entire thing. Okay, so this is an app. You can just click on get pieces and it will take you to the installation. So you have to install both, install Pieces OS and install Pieces. After that you will open Pieces and it will comes up to you a sort of this. I was using Pieces because I frequently use Pieces. It's a very good software and I personally feel it is very helpful whenever I have to just catch few codes for the classes I have to teach. So what happens, like, let's say you want to, let's take an example, like this is a neon number program and I want to just see like what happens in neon numbers, and this is, I want to keep this program safe for the later on practice. Okay, I want this program to be saved every time. I don't want to come on to over this website and I have to use this. So I just, what can I do, I can just copy this. So you can see the code has been copied and I can come over here and just do Control+V. I will just copy the code and simply the code has been copied. So you can see automatically it just recognizes this is my Java snippet and you can see the entire code is here. So this code is now lifetime with me on my system, and whenever I just want I can just Google over it and I can just change the name of this. Okay, So what you can do, you can just come over here and you can rename it. Okay, so let's rename this and just write it neon here, so that in future whenever we want to come over here we can hover over this. So what I will do now, if you want, see I have saved many codes out here, so I was using frequently this, so I have saved the prime number and many more. So you just have to come over here in later in future and then just type neon, so you can see your neon javascript has been opened up for you. So that's the beauty of this code. So I personally feel like pieces is very good, like just saving the code here and there on notepad, or like saving on ms art, or you are just saving in this visual studio. So in visual studio also you can just edit sometimes, and when you just edit, so might be there would be the changes and you do not get the errors. But here there are no such changes, it's a proper like a document that you have in your hand. So it's just simple, you come and just you see your codes, whatever you feel like important or a part. So let's say like I was just looking for the neon, so let's say for the Fibonacci one. So in the Fibonacci also, what you can do, just open over Fibonacci, and you don't want that the entire code should be there, so just save a part of it. So let's say I will just take this part of the Fibonacci and I don't want the entire class, I just want this only condition, so that in future I will just copy this, just simple copy, and then I will open up my pieces. Over this pieces I will just control and V, a simple paste, and then you can see here my code has been copied. So simple. And here you can just rename later on, like you can just put condition for Fibonacci. So that's why I simply like this app very personally, because it's helped me to just provide a very quick glimpse of whatever I just need to look over this. So I can just hover over the pages I want, and then if you don't want to hover, you can just search, like if I want to just search neon, so you just got your neon. So very simple app. And then you can use Visual Studio link you can see here directly I have opened for you. You can just go to the Microsoft website. Over Visual Studio you just need to have this Visual Studio code, okay, and then this Visual Studio code, over this you can download as per your OS requirements. If you are using Mac, then you can go for Mac. If you're using Windows, then you can hover to Windows. That's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you.